Good morning.
Good morning.
We're up a bit later this morning, weren't we? We did a lot of hours yesterday, so we've taken our time getting up this morning. We've already done 2 locks. We just passed Kiddington.
It's Kidlington Lock.
Kiddington Lock.
We'll find out.
Anyway, we've done those 2, and now we're heading up to the Duke's Cut.
Yes, we're going to be making a turn onto the Thames.
Woohoo.
Now, to do that, in the direction we're going, you can either go follow the Oxford Canal all the way down into Oxford and go through Isis Lock and turn onto the Thames that way, or there is a shortcut.
We're going to take the shortcut.
Which we are taking the shortcut. It's called the Duke's Cut, and it's quite a shortish piece of canal. It's about 500 yards or so long. And it was made at the request of the 4th Duke of Marlborough, George Spencer. He noticed that the coal supplies for that upper stretch of the Thames were coming from the Northumberland area through London, and by the time the boats were reaching his area, that sometimes they didn't have any supplies, so he wanted to make a shortcut effectively. So he gave permission and instructions for this canal to be built over his land, hence the Duke's Cut. And we're very grateful, thank you.
We're very grateful, Mr. Duke.
So, Mr. Duke, I think it's a couple of locks to navigate to get onto the Duke's Cut. So, here we go.
Here we go.
And with that, we've made it onto the Duke's Cut. That took ages. I think the problem was, in the beginning, I tried opening one of the paddles. I thought it wasn't working at all, and it was just slipping, but it had opened a bit. So when we came to close it and fill it, of course it was leaking.
It's very slow to fill as well.
It was very slow to fill.
Got a funny mechanism.
Oh, that's right. When I got to the top gate, I looked for the paddles, and there were none. Then I noticed a separate paddle control just set to the side with instructions on how many times to turn it, and a little hook to hook onto your windlass so it didn't open again. So we got there in the end.
We're just going through a very narrow tunnel, so that's why I keep dodging out of shot. Keep looking down the side of the boat to make sure we're okay.
You're doing very well. This is multitasking at its finest.
It is. It's filming, it's steering.
It's being attacked by briars and brambles on the side. Nurse!
Nurse, please! We're on our way.
On our way.
And now it's lunchtime, isn't it?
Oh, it's got to be. Do you know, I'm actually starving.
It's 2:15.
I'll go and get something.
Get us lots.
Having left Duke's Cut, we were both really struck by how much wider the Upper Thames is compared to the canals that we've been on for so long. The banks seem to be mostly not very solid looking vegetation, with no obvious mooring spots in sight at all. The boats that we could see that had moored up seemed to just get in close enough to be able to put in bank sticks and then use a plank to get on and off the boat. This was going to be our first experience of wild mooring. Before too long we passed what looked like a likely spot for us. The bank looked pretty firm and the gap looked like we would just about fit. We pulled in and moored up with no trouble at all. This was just perfect for us, and we were really pleased with our first wild mooring.
Good morning.
Morning.
We've just done our first lock on the Thames.
Oh, not our first lock.
No. On the Thames. So
yeah,
all went very well.
It did. There was lock keepers on duty, so we were lucky there. They're really informative and helpful. They did the lock for us, really. We just had to go in and hold the boat to the side with a rope.
And there's facilities at the lock as well, so we've done rubbish, we've done the outside, and we've done the water.
Taking on water, so we're fighting fit and ready for the day.
Yes, so we're looking for somewhere to moor now. It's early on in the day, but apparently that's what you do on the Thames, is you go in the morning, look for somewhere to moor, and that's it. It is now 1:10, so...
Is it 1:10 already?
Yes.
It feels like morning. No, it's probably the right time to be looking for somewhere, isn't it?
Yeah. And then we can chill out again.
Yay!
Yeah. I like chilling out, but
it's the best part.
Definitely. So we'll see what's coming up and we'll find somewhere to moor. Good morning. And we're off.
We are off.
We're leaving Newbridge from just behind us here. Spent 2 days here now. £5 a night mooring. A bit better than where we were before. Feels quite safe as well.
It's a really nice place, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's recommended to us by somebody we bumped into a few days before. A couple of really nice pubs either side of the bridge, and we've tried both of them now.
We have, yeah. So we met up with our friends Tony and Jan from
Making New Memories.
And we also met up with Chris and Steve from
Life on Board Amy Jo.
Had a lovely meal with them. They've set sail this morning before us.
Yeah.
So they're obviously up early. I had to have a cycle ride this morning to find an Amazon locker, which I did, and came back with our Amazon purchases.
Goodies.
And then they're going to head to the next lock, so we're currently cruising up to them now, where we're going to need to take our water and see if there's a bin, I guess, for rubbish and that sort of
I don't
stuff.
think there is at this one though, which is the main thing.
Yeah.
And we're hoping they're going to report back to us and tell us where the good mooring spots are.
Yeah. And then we'll spend a few days. We've got some rain coming. We are on a river, so it is unpredictable what the river will do. So yeah, we're just heading up that way now, and hopefully we're going to get a good cruise today.
Yeah. So that was Radcott Lock, and just before that, the stretch was really tight and bendy, and we'd been warned that there was a tree submerged somewhere on one of the bends. We came across like a red marker, and I assume it was there, so we scooted round. We'd been told the tree was on the right, so we scooted round on the left hand side. We didn't hit anything, so we seem to have got it right, don't
Very
we?
lucky there, weren't we?
We're now heading towards Radcott itself, as planned, so we're looking for somewhere to moor.
I was distracted then because the swans are behind us, falling out with each other as they do. So that's why I look around.
Will they ever get along?
I know. So I can see the campsite in front of us now, and we're just looking for a mooring spot.
Yeah, we've been told that there's good mooring opposite the campsite, so that's where we're headed.
The first time on this trip we teamed up with another boat, and makes it a bit easier to go up. Had a bit of an issue with some swans in the lock first, didn't they?
Yeah, they swam in.
Yeah.
But they can't stay in, obviously, so mind you, they did leave. I thought we were going to have to chase them out somehow, but yeah, they
did.
Not the place to be.
It's a totally different life, isn't it, on the river to a canal.
Yeah.
Mooring's different. You know, you've got to pick and choose where you go first. Do a bit of research.
Yeah. And a lot of places, it's done in quite an informal way, but you do have to pay. Like the farmer or whoever will come along and take some money off you. You don't get that very often on the canals, do you?
No, you don't. We've had to use the plank a few times to get on and off. Blue's used to going up and down a plank. Years ago he used to do agility with him, so he's quite good at bits like that, so he doesn't get phased with things like that, which is good.
He's a clever boy.
Very clever. You watch, now I've said that, he'll fall off the plank.
Ah, don't.
So we've got Tony and Jan ahead of us on the Narrowboat, the boat.
The boat. That's who we shared the lock with.
Yes, it was. And the sun's about to come out. That might mean another cup of tea.
It's always time for tea. Well, now that's what you call a hairpin bend.
It is. We're just about to go round it now ourselves. But my steering skills fall foul.
Tony and Jan were just going in what looks like the opposite direction.
And probably going to meet a 70-foot boat.
Oh no, I hope not. It'd be interesting if he did. One of us will be in the reeds. Here she comes. Wow.
It's quite a turn. It is quite a turn. We're on full lock. It's mad, isn't it?
It is. And the river's it's running parallel to where we are now.
One thing I have noticed on the Thames is that you do use your tiller a lot more than what you do on a canal, that's for sure. I'm always falling backwards with it.
What we're finding is when on these really tight bends, when you have to turn, you lose your forward momentum, so you slow right down.
I can see the blue sign for the next lock coming up as well. It's right in the distance.
You've got good eyesight.
I know. And I wear glasses.
Oh, that's why. We are in Lechlade, or Lechlade on Thames.
Give it its proper name.
Really enjoying it so far. It's not quite the end of the Thames. We can go a little bit further in the boat, so we might do that before we leave.
Yeah.
But we're moored right next to a massive field full of cows.
Oh, the church is funny.
It's almost 2 minutes late, have you noticed?
Yeah.
It's, yeah, 2 minutes past 10.
I know. It's just dinging.
It's dinging. Well, we won't hold that against
So at least
them.
you can set your clock by it, can't you? You know it's going to be 2 minutes late.
You know where you are.
We went up the other night because some friends of ours, Chris and Steve, on Narrowboat, Amy Joe, they actually are bell ringers, and they went in and blew the bells for an hour, which was quite good. Never seen anything like that before.
Yeah, there's so much to know about it. We had no idea.
No. The town or village, is it a town? I don't know. We'll have to check that. It's great. It's got loads of shops, post office. The chip shop is amazing.
Oh God, yeah.
It is really nice fish and chips, and you can sit in and have them as well, which is a novelty, which we did.
We were grateful of that. That was the evening we went up to the church to listen to the bell ringing.
Yes.
We ate in, and it just started to lash it down with rain, so we were glad we were indoors.
There's a thunderstorm, big thunderstorm, wasn't there?
Mm-hmm.
So you are on the flight path here from one of the RAF bases. I think it's an RAF base.
Yeah, Bryce Norton is really close, so you do get these big bomber planes coming over.
There is a large herd of cows here. They're never trouble. They don't really bite your rope or anything like that.
They like the windows.
Yeah,
our windows and sides of the boat have had a good licking.
So we had better get our selves together and go and explore a little bit more in Lechlade, which is just over there, over the bridge.
On a long walk outside the town, I came across one of the concrete pillbox defences that we see so many of alongside the rivers and canals. This was the one we'd passed by on that really tight bend just before we got to Lechlade. The doors to these are usually sealed off, but this one wasn't, so I took the opportunity to go in and have a look around. Around 28,000 pillboxes and similar defences were built in Britain during 1940 as part of the British anti-invasion preparations of World War II, and about 6,500 of these still survive, many of them next to our inland waterways. Pillboxes are hard to defeat and require artillery, anti-tank weapons or grenades to overcome. The camera doesn't show how small a space they are. I'm not sure how many soldiers would have been in here at any given time, but it must have been very cramped and scary at times too. I'll put a link about these in the description below with more information.
So where are we going?
Where are we going, Stephen?
I think we're going to go on some pedlos.
Down by the bridge that you use to cross over into the town, there's a place where you can hire fantastic swans and flamingos in pedalo form.
The YouTubers are going to go pedaloing.
Smudge decided he wants to go as well.
Make sure there's no boats coming. Are we about to sink? Water's coming in through the floor.
We're going to change pilots. Here we go, get ready your cameras. Oh yeah.
Very sudden moves, please. I'm in a vulnerable position. No! I agree. Oh no! My feet are getting soaked. Wow, we didn't sink.
They're very close. Head them off. Bingo.
Are you going in?
Bingo, bingo. That was good fun.
Fantastic. Thank you. Look at that.
Perfect. Thank you. Where are we off to now?
We are going, as aforementioned, right to the end that you can go, the navigable part anyway. It's only about half a mile, and then we're going to turn round and head back down the Thames.
Yep. With the flow, it'll be our first time we are going with the flow.
Going with the flow. What a professional.
Hey.
Nicely done.
The end of the navigable Thames. We did it. Great. So, Onward and upward now.
Onwards and, well, back the way we came.
Not sure where we're going next.
No. If you've enjoyed this episode, please give us a like and subscribe to our channel. If you hit the bell icon, YouTube will tell you every time we upload a new episode. Meanwhile, we look forward to reading any comments you might have and look forward to seeing you next time. Bye for now.
Bye bye.